Good evening, folks. Out here at the Seversky Donuts again for hopefully one last time for a little bit. We're going to try to get to level 26 tonight and hit 60% float fishing, which we're very close to. And working towards our goal of getting a Falcon telescopic rod, which will be capable of getting carp for us. That's going to be about 3,800 silver. Hey, Canadian, where are you fishing tonight? Let's see if we can get through here quickly. Starting out with happy hour too. Perfect. Hello there, Swag. Welcome. I always like to ask first-time chatters here if they are RF4 players what their favorite body of water is. Right now, mine is Seversky Donuts, actually. Where we're at right now. How's the sea treating you, Canadian? A little bit of ground bait out there just to liven things up. And get ready for the telescopic shuffle. Oh, I appreciate that, Swag. Always nice to see some new faces. So yeah, right now we're just doing a little bit of float fishing here. Try to get the last bit of XP I need to get to level 26. And then possibly taking a trip, my first trip to Amber Lake, just to take a look at the lake itself. It's kind of windy here today, which may impact things with telescopic fishing. I'm using mayflies on all three of these. Two of them are ultralights for extra XP gain. I was having some issue, if anybody was in MDog's chat earlier today, I was out here and 3 times I had some trophy sigil on, which appreciate the follow there, Swag. Had my line torn 3 times because these ultralights cannot handle the trophy sigil. But yeah, definitely appreciate the follow there. We try to have a lot of fun and chat on here, so if you enjoy your stay. All right, this weather here, it may dampen this because between the wind and the temperature, normally it's around 20 to 22 degrees when we get the bite rate, and it's only 12 degrees right now. Oof. We're just hoping that we can get a few. If we can just get like 3 or 4 good Shemaya, that should pretty much do the trick. Nibble on 1. For anyone that is interested in trying the triple telescopic strategy, it's imperative to get 3 different color bobbers so you can remember which one goes with which rod number because they will get mixed up inevitably. I've been considering picking up one of those floats that they have at the special shop here on Seversky. They're pretty cool looking. They're like a green with patterns on them. All right, first fish of the night. What's it going to be? Looks like a sigil. Probably about 600 grams, I'd say. Problem with these guys is getting them in the net. Come on, come on. There we go. Almost 600. I was close. There's actually some pretty good ultralight telescopics they sell at that shop here as well for a little over 11, I think like a right at 1100 silver, but they can hold up to 3.2 kilo capacity, which is pretty good for the ultralights. Something I will definitely consider in the future. Another fish on. Ooh, that looks like a Rudd or Terran there. One of the two. Terran. There's a float fishing game. Need 0.7 more. We'll hit 60% to unlock match rod. So I'm still nibbling away there at that one. Just not committing. Probably a little dace or something. Sometimes I do find if they nibble for too long, maybe let it drift just a little bit, sometimes that gets them to take the whole thing. Didn't work this time. All right, looks like the clouds have cleared, so maybe we'll get the temperature up and start getting a good bite rate again. What do we got here? Ooh, looks like a Shemaya. Yeah, there we go. So that's what I'm talking about. Nice, easy XP. Looks like a shad. Nope, little tiny Shemaya. I didn't check the cafe, so I don't know if there's any good orders up right now. All right, here we go. Oh, I missed it. So, Canadian, do you know, hey, Hiko, how's it going? Anybody know what is good on Amber right now between pop-ups and boilies and all that? It's a decent little Shemaya. You fishing anywhere tonight, Hiko? And no tea brewed today. The weather's just been too hot. Figured I'd take a break and just stick to some water. Ah, very nice. Nothing like some good dinner before fishing, right? Speaking of, get some pickles in here. There we go. All right, temperatures are going up in game, so hopefully we should be getting some bite rate pickup as well pretty soon here. Got a nibble. There we go. Oh. Nope, still nibbling. There we go. Tiny Shemaya. I haven't gotten one that small in a while. Get it? I missed it. It is the trouble of multiple telescopics. You'll miss a lot of fish. I appreciate the follow there. Is it Lork1SS, I believe? Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Oh, there we go. Ooh, another. I think that's actually a big Shemaya. Get in the net here. These ultrascopics, you get them too long, it's hard to get them up on the docks. Oh yeah, there we go. 347 gram and a double gain on float fishing. 0.5% away from 60%. I believe we will get there before this happy hour ends. Not that I'm particularly interested in match rods yet. I'm really digging the telescopics, but still fun to hit that point. Yeah, I figured I'd do it. I knew my schedule was going to let me do a lot of streams in a row this week, so I figured I'd do a little bit of premium action, get some good float fishing XP boosts. Working out pretty well, as you can see. Just tearing through level 25. Nice sigil there. I gotta tell you, I'm digging this telescopic strategy so much now that like I'm saving up now for a carp capable telescopic. It's the Falcon TL. So I'll be able to have one of those plus 2 bottom rods while I'm carp fishing, but I'm slowly going to start shifting towards just all telescopic for the most part, I think. Another decent sigil here. I'm in the net. That's the tricky part. If I had known about this little quirk, I would have gone with the 4-meter rods instead of the 7-meter, but live and learn. Tricky little guy here. Come on, get in my net. There we go. Nice. Well, I'll tell you, Hiko, if you pick up a couple ultralights and come out here to Seversky, you'll tear through that XP. Ooh, nice. Was that Swag? Is that towards one of the guys in the chat, or are you asking me where I'm fishing at? I am at Seversky Donitz, just right at the boat dock here. Another fish on. Another Shemaya and another float gang. Spot 132 in amber. All right. Missed that one. Go and recast that. Okay, yeah, it's so this map, the float fishing is really good. There's a few spots that are good for bottom fishing, and also what I did for a couple weeks was actually just taking this boat here, bring it up to the top of the map, and you can just turn the engine off, and you play it just like you're doing trolling, where you've got 3 spinning rods out, but you just let the current drift you down the river. It's very relaxing, and it's not too bad. You'll get a lot of fish, although most of them aren't worth too much. There'll be a lot of like pumpkin seed fish and pumpkin seed sunfish, things of that nature. But it's relaxing and fun at least. But if you want to try for these big XP gains here, definitely make sure, or really any float fishing here, mayfly is a very good bait, but it's pretty much always sold out on this map, so be sure to go to like Mosquito or Winding and pick mayfly up before you come out here if you plan on doing any float fishing. As far as the drifting or trolling, pretty much any spinner bait will do the trick. Missed it again. As far as the ultralights I'm using the ultra telescopic. I got the 7 meter. If you want to use this strategy, I would go with probably the 4 meter instead, so it's easier to get them up onto the dock itself. But they're about 400 silver. Well worth it here. I mean, the fish gives so much XP naturally, and that 100% bonus from being ultralight. There's another float gain. Very well worth it. Gonna go after some carp when you get done with dinner there, Hiko. Get some spot and whatnot. Saw Genji earlier was catching some huge catfish. Here we go. Looks like a nice little ponic shad. Come on, get in the net. This right here is exactly why you want to go with a shorter rod, because these feistier fish can't quite get out of the water. Ooh, 300 gram and a double. All right, we're 0.1% away from 60% float fishing. So that's one of tonight's goals. They're just about met. Missed it. The nice thing is that telescopic rod I'm going to get, it's the second best telescopic rod as far as load capacity goes, and I don't have to worry about getting a reel or anything to go with it, so it's expensive, but at least it's not like an HSV situation where you're spending 2,800 silver on the reel, and then you've got to get like another 1,000 silver on a rod. All right, one more skill gain and we'll hit 60%, and we're about 300,000 XP from the level up. Isn't too bad. Some of the Shemaya are going to give us around 16,000 XP, so we'll get there, I'm sure. Although the Sigil bite rate seems pretty big right now. Non-stop fish. Love it. Ooh, another decent Shemaya here. There we go. 60% unlocked. I wonder if the, I know that also unlocks match rig. I wonder if the match rig can be used on telescopics and if there's any advantage to that, if so. Another Sigil. Creep on up there. We're about, we've already made over 100,000 XP since the, since we started only about 15 minutes ago, so here's to hoping we hit 26 before the sun sets. That'll be nice. And so that's on Amber Lake that you're seeing those numbers, Canadian. What level is Spod unlocked at with bottom fishing? 80%? Whew. I'm a ways away from that. All right, so my numbers here, we got the black and white bobber is number 1, red is number 2, blue is number 3. What do you think, Canadian? Which one's going to be the next one down? I'm going to go with 3. Let's see, we hit 60% float fishing, which is one of our 2 goals here. Got the match rigs. Really don't care about the match rods right now. So next is the pop-up rig at 70%, which is going to be important if I want to start working on telescopic fishing for carp. But we'll get there. All in due time. Missed that one. So number 1 went down, but I missed the fish. So we'll just pretend that that didn't happen. I'm still on the fence about putting more points into the telescopic rod fishing as well for the extra. Honestly, the extra cast distance does help with telescopic, and the fish control I feel like will be important for trophies and carp, but I'll save the points for now in case I find that I need to use it on the rigs instead. A clip of 15, you say? I think I can get my telescopics out that far. Toss some more ground bait out there. See if we can get those Shemaya to wake up. Ah, perfect shot. Perfect shot. So which, are they biting on a particular flavor of boilies or something out there right now, Canadian? I need to work on stocking up on that stuff at some point. So the strategy with the carp fishing with the telescopic is you kind of have to keep walking back and forth and like letting the rod up and down until you can get them onto shore. It's pretty much the only way to deal with the heavier carp and larger trophy fish. Little tiny pontic shad there. Not to mention, I mean, you really got to have the bigger. So there's the one that I'm saving up for, the Falcon, has a load capacity of I think like 23 or so kilo, and the highest one is like 25, but the highest one is like 8,000 silver. Missed it. True. Well, you just got to be strong enough to keep them from going towards the middle. That's true. You gotta have them big pickle muscles, because everyone knows that pickle is the greatest workout food in Russia. Another shed. Still got, looks like about 240,000 so XP to go to the next level. Carrots and coffee. I mean, carrots are okay. But I'm telling you, man, the pickles and tea, it's the best combination. Mostly because you get this delightful crunch with the pickles. Can't go wrong. 1 and 3. Oh, both at the same time. Well, one of them's being sacrificed. Ooh, another Terran and another float game. So, does anybody know what the most cost-effective thing to harvest is, or thing to make is, to bring bait harvesting from like 60 to 75? Because I really want to unlock night crawlers at some point this week. Egg dough? Okay, I wasn't sure if egg dough was still the more cost-effective route, or if I should switch to honey dough. Another Terran. Even 1,000 XP. Always need to see those even numbers like that. That one. Missed it. Yeah, I figured it. I was hoping that it was egg dough, so something I might look into. I don't know how much silver I need to spend, but I figure I can commit one of my happy hours to just tear through that and try to get up to 75% so I can slowly start building up a stock of night crawlers. All right, 1, 2, or 3. Which one's going to go next? I'm going to go with number 2. Seems to be the luckiest of them. Yeah, I think I've already got like a few thousand honey dough from making them. Let's see. Yeah, actually, exactly 2,000. Okay. Definitely a dough I put into a lot of use back in my bottom feeding days for sure. Got a sitchel here. Nope, too heavy to swing up onto the dock. Breaking out the net. Another float fishing game. Can we get that in time? Yeah. Another sitchel. All right, so let's see where we're at XP wise. We're at 240,586 to go to the next level. So we just need we need 12 really good Shemaya. That's all. Give us like one trophy Shemaya. That'd probably do the trick. Now 2's going as well. All right. There's a Shemaya. Not quite a big one. Boy, they're all going right now. Ooh, we got a chunky sitchel on here. That's probably close to a kilo right there. Getting this into a net is going to be iffy. Come on over here, sucker. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. Come on. Turn around. Ooh, boy. This is a proper telescopic fight right here. Getting back up to the top of the water. That's the key with telescopic. Once you get them up to the top of the water, it's not so bad, but you let them start getting away with it. Come on. Okay, got him back on the top of the water. Get him walk on the boat a little bit here. That might help. Yo, gotta get him in that net. Maybe over here. The netting mechanic is a little spotty sometimes. Just going under the dock here. What's going on? Nope, 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 nope. Come back. Come back. We'll get them eventually. It's got to get it lined up just right so the net will work. I wonder if I can walk through the boathouse while he's still on the line, and I could drag him on shore. Okay. The pitfalls of ultralight telescopic right here. There we go. Just a little closer. Oh, oh, it was right there. There we go. Almost a kilo. Go ahead and pull this line in. I know it missed a few fish there. Go ahead and recast all those. You know what you should go with, Hiko? Just embrace the telescopic cult. Get you some tele rods, go out to the Norwegian Sea, get some shark on there. There's the dream. I mean, there is a major flaw in using telescopics though, and that's that you can't put an Adriatica reel on them. Hey, that's a pretty decent dace right there. Yeah, that's true. That would be a fun Easter egg. You get a shark on the line and it just pulls you in. Game over. Permadeath. Ah, missed it. It's like the achievement for walking off of the docks in Volkov. Swimming with the fishes. All right, got something hitting on number 1 here. I think it's online. Nope. Pulled up a little too early. Hey, Gustav. Managed to make it in. How you doing today? Met one of my 2 goals already for the day, and that was hitting 60% float fishing. Now just working towards level 26. This nibbler needs to make up its mind. There we go. Looks like we've got a little tiny citral. to 27 fish so far. Not bad at all. Another big dace. So if I don't get any cafe orders, I'm making around 150 or so silver. Usually I can pick up a cafe order and get about 200 silver a day. I didn't stay on super late Canadian. I did stay up for a little while, mostly just trying a few different baits to see if other things were hitting. But it got up from, I think we ended the stream last night at like 56% or so. We started here at like 58.5. So I got about 2% off stream. Now, one thing to keep in mind with that number, like the 150 to 200 silver per day, each mayfly is worth about 0.33 silver a piece is what it comes out to. So pretty much every fish, you got to subtract that from the price of the fish. Oh no, pickles and tea. Well, we could do that, but I'm going to have to brew some tea for it. So I'll give you the option. Do you want me to pause the stream for about 6 minutes to brew the tea, or do you want me to, when we do the get to the ad break time, do you want me to go ahead and brew it during that? Do I go with the cheapest rods? No, so these you can actually do pretty cheap rods out here. I've got a couple ultralights to maximize the XP, which these were about 400 silver each. But these fish are pretty small, so if you get one that can handle at least 2 kilo, then you can go with that. So you can get them pretty cheap and just use like size. I've got size 14, 15, and 16 hooks on. Oh, we talked about the spod rockets. Okay, so yeah, Canadian, let me know if you want me to pause now or wait. We've got in about 25 minutes, it'll be time for one of the ad breaks. I can pause and do the stream then. Okay, want me to go and do it now? All right, so because I am on happy hour though, I'm going to log out so it doesn't waste our happy hour time. But yeah, exactly. So yeah, anybody that's wondering what's going on, I do have a channel point redemption options, 5,000 points that this will be the second time here spent on, and with that, I will brew up some tea and eat a pickle on stream just because of our meme of pickles and tea in game. But I will be right back. I'm going to brew up the tea and I will have that pickle and tea on. Everybody hang tight. Hey, I'm back. Got about 20 seconds left on the ads to finish up, and we'll go ahead and get this pickle and tea action on. I miss anything exciting while I was brewing that tea? All right, folks, now that we are back from the ad break there and the tea is all brewed up, anyone that missed it, Canadian did cash in 5,000 channel points called Credit, you know, because Cretinous, figured a fun name there, but for that, I will have some pickle with some tea. Tonight's tea is an Akbar brand peach tea. See if I get the camera to focus here. If you are a tea fan, Akbar makes some delicious fruit-based teas. So I've got a little bit of dill pickly action here. Make sure I get in camera focus here. Go. So I will take a bite of the pickle and then I'm going to dip it in the tea. Get a little crazy here. Pickles and tea. The Russian fishing snack of champions. I'll be drinking this tea throughout the stream now. Piping hot at the moment. Honestly, the peach tea flavor blended with the pickles, not bad. Not bad at all, actually. And that is how you snack like a true Russian fisherman right there. Ooh, delicious, but still very hot. All right, let's go and get back to the fishing here. Appreciate the support there, Canadian. Yes, Swagger, as you participate in chat and just even watching the stream will earn points passively, you'll see a little reward icon. There's various options. That's like a really high-end one there, but you can do ones that just are like a, hey, drink some water, or I have one that's get a recommendation for a movie or a song, stuff like that. So you can always cash those smaller ones in as you feel free to. Oh, I always enjoy a good tea. You know that. All right. So it looks like it's nighttime now. So let's head over to the night fishing spot. Do a little bit of bottom fishing while we wait for the sun to come back up. Go ahead and get these on my hot bar. Oh, are we calling them a hot bar? Because there's not really a bar on the screen. That's a good question. Oh, the old highlighted message. Ooh, so now you got me thinking of, if anyone's ever here has played Ultima Online, old school game right there. If you've never played it, when you're dead, you have to be resurrected either through like an NPC priest or another player. But as you're walking around, you're like in a gray and white, black and white grayscale screen showing that you're a ghost, and you can talk, and other players will see like your ghost pop up, and if they don't have a specific skill trained up, they'll just see like ooh as a spooky ghost text. Always cracked me up when I'd see that. Your ooh message there made me think of that those old days. So what we're doing here during the nighttime, the float fishing is not very lucrative up there. So I come over here to the little spot at the 7.3 meter hole. Coordinates about 42, 132, 42, 131. Puts my bottom rods at a clip of 20, and right now I'm using red worms. You can also use maggots, are pretty effective, regular maps, all sorts of stuff, but it's a decent little spot at night. You can get some white bream here. Occasionally I have gotten a couple of Donnets rough out of this spot, and some burbot, and occasionally you'll get a wild carp. So at nighttime I usually just migrate over here until the sun comes back up. Use the opportunity to catch some more bait. One set of worms there. Let's see, where are we at on our progress to level 26? We're at 223,000 to go. So we may not make it there during this happy hour, only because it's nighttime. The XP gain drops significantly. Like the rest of the fish on this map are not very good for XP, but the Shamaya especially, and then the Citral and Ponic Shad, those three fish are really good. Those are all daytime float fish species. Got two rods going at once here. Definitely get to relax a little bit more at night though, because you don't have to react right away and set the hook in that narrow window like you do with a float fishing setup. Little baby roof there. And so you notice like your points do carry over between multiple streams as well. So if and that's where Canadian was able to save up a bunch through multiple streams to get the big cash in. So if you see some other reward options, and I'm also always if anybody has suggestions for other things they'd like to see in those reward options, definitely let me know. I'm always happy to look into expanding those options. There we go. Like another roof. Hey, there's a bottom fishing game. 3% away now from unlocking carp rods. That's pretty cool. Show what he has. Well, yeah, it's just Lexi's actually asleep right here currently. If I can rouse him out of his slumber, I'll pick him up for the camera. By the sea. Which, speaking of that, I am one of my big goals with level 26, I'm looking for, I still need to check out the Sura River, but I'm going to unlock Ladoga and Amber lakes at level 26, so I'm looking forward to checking out both of these lakes for the first time. And then probably around level 20, because it's 27, I unlocked the Archipelago, but I know I'm going to need better gear for that. So I may take my third Norwegian Sea trip at level 27. We'll see how things are looking when we get there. Looks like a little white bream. White-eye bream, I should say. Yeah. I do like the model on these of the different bream species they've got. I like the coloration of this one. Oh, you guys, what's your favorite in-game fish model? I'm kind of particular to the Nace because of that really silvery sheen. A little bit bigger rough here, 59 grams. I have caught a trophy rough here and at the docks, so every now and then you'll get a good one. The big thing to try to get here is the main thing I'm actually searching for at nighttime over here is a Donut's Rough, because all it takes is one halfway decent Donut's Rough, and that's like 60 silver right there. Which, so Donut Rough is your favorite model Canadian? Pretty interesting looking one. I do like some of the bottom dweller sea fish with their, I mean, they're goofy looking in real life too. They got the whole flat side to them. And even for that matter, what was the one that, yeah, the beaked red sunfish. I love the goofy eyes on this guy. Hilarious. I do wish they had, I guess they've got the only catfish species they have is the Amur, which I've never caught, and the regular catfish, which is a Wells catfish. I wish that if they do come to North America, I hope we see them add like blue catfish, channel catfish, and flathead catfish. They're always fun to look at. The snout trout, is that the Lanook, or which one is that? Or is that the Sevon one's got that? Oh, sure. Oh, it's a Tunguska, the fish on Tunguska? Okay, so it's one I haven't seen yet. I did hear some people saying in chat earlier that right now Yama has been very productive with chum salmon. If anybody is looking for some silver opportunity, that might be something to check out. This feels like it's probably a small wild carp, probably like a 1 or 2, or not 1 kilo, probably like a 2 kilo wild carp. Oh no, it's actually a big chub. Wasn't expecting that. All right. Come on, Donut's Rough. Bring us the big bucks. Another rough. Ready for that sun to come back up, get my telescopic back on. Nibbling on 3 there. I don't think it's quite set on the hook just yet. Now I think it's on there. Yeah. Tiny fish, whatever it is. Apparently we lost it. Okay. Didn't even get a fish got away message. Disrespectful. Give ourselves a Little rip action there. Time for a little in-game pickle action. I'm gonna go by the grocery and get some more pickles, it looks like. Down to less than 40. Never run out of pickles on here. It's dangerous. Again, this is a peach Akbar tea. Highly recommended. I actually got a box of like, I think it's 14 different flavors of fruit teas. Pretty cool. Sun's starting to come up. Usually it's around 6 in game that the dock starts waking up though, so we'll hang out here just a little bit longer, and around 4:35 in game we'll start running back that way. Check the cafe order while we walk by it to actually you know what? Let's go ahead and pack up because I do want to showcase. I didn't even realize this shop was there until I happened to be walking by and noticed it out of the corner of my eye earlier today, so I want to show the special telescopic rod shop that they have here on this map, where there's a few rods that you can only get here, as well as some cool floats, and maybe even buy one of those floats. And again, for those that are interested in trying this spot on their own at nighttime, the coordinates 42, 132, 42, 131. Use clip of 20. You can probably get away with like a clip of 15 even, but just cast one out there with your bottom and let it do its thing. Just do be careful if you go there with some underpowered gear. Occasionally a wild carp will hit, and those suckers will fight the crap out of you. Otherwise, it's mostly just small fry. All right, so coming up here, this building right here, the Vakula shop. They've got these light and ultralight rods here, which these ultralights are really great. It's a 3.2 kilo or 3.1 kilo capacity, which is almost a full kilo more than the ones I've got for fairly cheap. I mean, you can get the shortest one for like 850 silver. This would be amazing here on the docks. And then they've got some special hooks, which I'm gonna pick one of these hooks up to try, because I'm kind of curious if they've got some kind of bonuses to them on this this water. So let's pick one of those up. And then you've got these fancy little floats with little patterns on them, and they're available with LED as well, so you can see them at nighttime. I'm not going to buy one of these just yet because I want to play around and see what size I want to get. But neat little shop that they've got here. Thought I'd let everybody know. I had no idea that existed until I was running by and noticed that little item pop up when I got near. I was like, oh, what's this? There's a shop here. Pretty cool. I'll probably at some point buy one of those ultralight rods. All right, cafe. What do we got? Enough to fill those? Nope. Might be able to fill that one. Nope. Maybe throughout the day. Otherwise, nope. Doesn't look like we're going to get any cafe orders in. That's a shame. Let's go ahead and get these telescopics back on the water. First, put them in my hot bar. Here we go. I have a weird lag for a second there. Here we go. All right, now give these fish a little bit of time to wake up and hopefully pick up some more Shemaya. Get that sweet, sweet XP. If we can get like one trophy Shemaya, that probably level us. As long as we get it while we're in the remains of this happy hour. And let's throw some more ground bait out there. There we go. Now we wait. So, Hiko, did you get what you needed from Canadian as far as your spot setup and all that for some Amber Lake action? Here we go, got a nibble. All right, brand new day. First fish is, okay, looks like another Terran, I believe. Yep. Not terrible. There's a chub. Hey, another float fishing game. Another 9.5%, so we can unlock a pop-up rig. How many fish we're up to? 40 fish, not too bad. A lot more Terran than usual. They're usually fairly rare at this spot. More pickle action. All right, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say 3 is gonna be the next one to get official on the blue float. Oh nope, number 1. Missed it. Number 1, number 2 here. Looks like it could be some little sigil. That reminds me, so number 2 has been a fairly lucky rod so far. Because I got the 615 on there. I think I got a size 16 of that special hook, which is what I have on rod 3. So I'm going to go ahead and put that new hook we got on there and see if we notice any sort of difference in what we're catching with it. Adaman standard. It's a heavier hook, about twice the weight of the ones I was using. Looks like just missed one on that line. That's all right. Yeah, I'm curious if this hook does have any special properties to it, like be more attracted to the fish here or something along those lines. The extra weight could come in handy in some cases with ultralight setups, but won't make much of a difference when we're using mayfly. I got a decent little sigil here. Missed something on line 1. And recast that. Got a nibble on 1 there. Tiny sigil. Come on, Shemaya, wake up. Need your XP before happy hour ends. See how much Shemaya have we caught so far today? Looks like 8. Not too bad. Tricky part of telescopic fishing like this, reaching with your hand to get something to drink may make you miss a fish. There's something just nibbling away over here on that one. Come on. Take the whole hook. I believe in you, fish. There you go. Yeah, decent little dace. Not big enough. I think there's a cafe order for a couple of those, but I think it was like 150 gram up. It's pretty large. Occasionally there's some easy cafe orders here for like smaller sigil and things of that nature, but it's not quite as easy a cafe as someplace like the Winding Rivulet, which is like usually got 3 or 4 orders you can fulfill right off the dock. Them's the breaks. I think I missed something on line 3 there. May have to recast it. All right. Hopefully we'll get a couple more Shemai before happy hour ends up. Done cooking there, Hiko? Now you just got to eat it and then get to fishing, right? So yeah, I've got the new specialty hook on that line right there. So I'm hoping we'll see some sort of either. Ooh, okay, we got something large on here. No, don't. Well, there goes that brand new hook. Oh, walk of shame. Well, instead of going back and replacing with one of the special hooks, I guess I'll just put the hook that was on there. That could be a good sign, though. Maybe that that specialty hook is better at drawing trophy fish. Something on line 2 here. Missed it. It's the way to do it. Get that ground bait making all the way up. So, yeah, brand new fancy hook, gone. This was only like 12 silver, not a big deal. But it does lead me to wonder if it's not better at attracting trophy fish here. With T action. I need to look at the tackle shop before we wrap things up tonight as well. I want to compare the ultralight rods you can get over there at this specialty shop to the ones in the tackle shop. See if it's see what a comparable rod would cost through the regular shops. Oh yeah, Swag. When you're doing bait harvesting, man, you'll get a ton of worms. I'm probably at like 5,000 or so on my end. Yeah, 4,300. You get a lot of them. Unfortunately, the other stuff that you can get, like the red worms and all those, don't get anywhere near that. Got some nibbles on line 3. Another tiny little dace there. Nope, there goes happy hour. Okay, where are we at? We're at still over 200,000 to go to the next level. That's a shame. Didn't get quite so lucky with the Shemaya and such that I was hoping for. There are some days where you'll be pulling in like 200-gram Shemaya left and right, and each of those is worth 15,000 or so XP in happy hour. Here's a Sigil. It's always rough when that happens. Grabbed the wrong rod there. Whoops. Yeah, Bear can be a very unforgiving lake, that's for sure. Some of those trophies there, they mean business. Whew. Putting that much heat on an HSV, that was definitely a big carp there, no doubt. At some point, I am still planning on getting a second HSV to do a friction brake and oil upgrade to see how it compares. Recast this one since I did miss a fish on there. Usually if it doesn't bite again within about 10-15 seconds, it's better to just recast. At least losing a fish on a reel, you have some ways, like if you get a big trophy on it that you know is going to cause damage, you have some options. as we saw earlier on here, you get a big fish on a telescopic. It's usually, if it's more than your rod is ready to handle, it's just SOL. That's what makes it kind of exciting. At least all you're really losing is just the hook. So you just don't buy expensive hooks for telescopic fishing. Come on, go take the hook all the way. Come on. A nibble on line one now as well. Oh god, they're all nibbling. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. One. Ooh, it's a decent Shemaya. That's good. And looks like I missed both. Oh, no, it's still one nibbling on three. I still get that one. Yeah, all right. Got two of the three. That's not too bad. Yep. Hopefully that same trophy will come back, right? When you're prepared for it. Yeah, I wish I'd gotten a recording of the most disappointed I've been early on. It was around like, I think it was actually the first time I ever went to Oldburg. I was down in that little pond in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, and I was still using like a really low-end setup. And I hooked a black carp that I fought for 45 minutes, finally wore it completely out where it had no energy left, but I couldn't get it to shore. Like I had it all the way on the surface, but because like the water is so shallow around that area, it was actually just sitting out there far enough away where I couldn't get it in the net, and there was nothing I could do because it was so heavy. My rod couldn't pull it through there, so I just sat there for like 15 minutes trying to get this thing to just move close enough to shore to pick it up with a net because it was basically dead, and I couldn't pull it in. I had to just set the pole down and let it recover and get off the hook. That was depressing. All right, maybe get this one in time to get whatever's on one. Decent Shemaya. Oh, nope. Oh, I got this one. Another tiny dace. Still a little sad that we bought that brand new specialty hook and lost it right away. All right, it's getting a little overcast again, so see how that impacts the fish here. Usually tends to bring the bite rate down just a touch because it keeps the temperature down. Something playing with line one here. Guess it gave up. Yep, missed it. Well, man, already down to 35 mayflies. Started with over 100. Oof. Tearing through them. Up to 50 fish in the keep net. Got a nibbler here. There we go. Come on, Shemaya. Nope, it's a sigil. Missed a fish on line 2 there. Might still be able to get it. Yeah, I got it. All right. Ooh, another Shemaya. Not too shabby. A little pickle action here. Down to less than 200,000 to go now. 193. Creeping on up to level 26. Yeah, the overcast is definitely impacting the temperature here. But that could be good because I think the Shemaya like it just slightly cooler than the Sigil do, so this will hopefully increase the Shemaya rate. Getting used to the pattern on these guys. They'll bring it down one time and then play it pop up. Then you got to bring them actually out of the water on the second hit. There's another float fishing game from that Shemaya as well. Always love to see it. Decent little Sigil there. And another thing about this spot here, if you're in need of mussels for bait, throwing maggots on like a size 22 hook out here is a pretty good spot during the day to get mussels. Hydrate coming your way, Canadian. Like some nice cool water on a toasty day. Got a nibble here. I'm definitely going to get another one of those specialty hooks and give it another try. But don't want to waste time running back there to get one. Ooh, nice little ponic shad with a double float fish game. And something on line 1 there. Missed it. Too late. Recast a couple of these to get them lined up a little bit better. By the way, Canadians, since I know you're a fellow fan of it, I will be in live attendance again at AEW on August 23rd. So my seat this time, last time I was there last July, actually, I was front row camera side. So I had plenty of screen time. I even had some interaction with some of the people there. I'll be third row this time, but I'm on the heel corner. But if you end up watching the Dynamite for that weekend, as well as, I don't know if they're filming, I think they're filming Rampage as well. It's either Rampage or Collision they're filming with it because they've changed things up a bit. But you might catch me on there. It's the go home show for their event out at Wembley, so hopefully we'll get some good action at it. Come on, Nibbler. Take the whole hook in your mouth. All right, all right. Another Shemaya coming in. All right. That it is, Hiko. I wish you could just like input a number to craft. Same with like with all the crafting. I wish you could just put in a number to craft and just let it do its thing. Just make sure you remember to hit backspace to discard, or not backspace, whichever one it is to discard them. Make sure you do that so you don't make the mistake I did while leveling ground bait and end up with a whole bunch of trash ground bait you've got to manually delete one at a time. Hey, another float fishing game with that Shemaya. Okay, so it does look like, as I suspected, the overcast weather here, keeping the temperature a few degrees lower than normal, definitely helps with the Shemaya bite rate, which is awesome because that's the primary fish I like to catch here. Oof. Yep. Gonna have a bunch of ground bait to delete now. Definitely made that mistake. It's kind of like when you're cutting up pieces of fish and you accidentally cut one of your really big fish that was worth silver. It's just like, oh, heartbreaking. With a little base. Someone's about to get online too here. Yeah, I agree with that. Canadian have multi-select for them. So these are racing to see which fish takes it. All right, one of you needs to make up your mind here. I think it was just two fish arguing, and the bobbers were just caught in between the argument. All right, another decent little citral here. Get over here. Come on, back to the net. Back to the net. Oh, come on, that was in the net. There we go. Missed that one. All right, I'm going to recast all the lines here just to get things lined back up. A little out of sync there. Nope, missed it. Sometimes the bite rate's too fast. What do we got? What do we got? Looks like ooh, another Shemaya. All right. Where are all these during happy hour? And they're still pretty good XP though. I mean, it's 6,200 XP for a few seconds of work. Can't complain too much. Come on. I see you over there, number 3. There we go. Tiny little citral. Up to 61 fish. Sun will be setting here in the next couple of minutes. Another Sitchel. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? How in the world? All right, I'll take it. Hey, a float fishing game. We're up to 61%. All right. 9% away from pop-up rig. And this also bait fishing is around there. Oh, that's at 90%. Okay, never mind. Ways away from that still. That's right, I just need to catch a, once I catch a trophy halibut on one of my ultralights here, that'll do the trick, right? Come back here, Sitchel. This sucker doesn't want to come up on the dock with me. There we go. That's right. Halibut is the secret. One halibut takes you all the way to 100%. Ooh, it's like a decent little dace right there. Yeah. I missed that one. Missed it. Oh well. Pickle time. Truly the Russian fishing snack of champions. The performance enhancing pickles. And see, the reason pickles are better than carrots also is that sweet, sweet cooking XP you get from making them. No XP to be had with the carrots. What is my cooking? My cooking is at almost 40%, which gets me the ability to make pike cutlets. Ooh, potatoes with bacon. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Sun's just about ready to set here. You know, I wonder if the ultralight bonus to XP also applies to the chance of getting a skill gain. Missed it. You know, as many mayflies as I've been using here, I probably should have just gone ahead and got the like 1,500 stack of them. Two and three are getting nibbles, but no takers yet. Number three. Oh yeah, looks like another Terran. Common roach. Bleh. Get out of here, roach. we're getting roach, we want the uncommon roach. The rare, the legendary roach. Speaking of item rarities, any action RPG players here catch anything about the announcements for Path of Exile 2 over the weekend? Looks interesting. I'm a big fan of Path of Exile 1. I surprised they did go back on their original intent of making Path of Exile 2 essentially a direct continuation of 1. Now they're two separate games. Come on, Shemaya. Nope, Sigil. Hey, another float fishing gain, up to 61.1. Another nibbler on 2, just not taking it all the way. Oh, nibble on 1 as well. Who's going to go first? 1. Stitch it here. Still nibbling on 2. Now 3. Another Sigil. And didn't get to the one I was nibbling all that time anyways. Shucks. Oh, still nibbling though, apparently. Another tiny little Shemaya there. I'm gonna try just picking rod 2 up and see. Oh, okay. It's been nibbling for like 4 fish now. Got here another Shemaya. Nope, another roach. See if I can't force it to take the hook by doing this. There we go. Nope, still missed it. Well, now that the sun is set, I think it's a good time to turn the fish in and take a look at the, I want to compare the specialty stores ultralight rod with what the regular options are, see if it's something I want to pick up in the future. First off, let's check the cafe. See if there's anything we can come back and turn in here. We got that. Had one of the 3 white-eye bream, not enough though. Nope, no orders there. Okay, so take our bets here. Sort these by weight. I'm going to guess we've got 70 fish total. I'm going to go with 211 silver. What's everybody else's guesses on this? Got a lot of Sigil on the upper end here. But we did get a lot of Shemaya. That's going to be a big game changer. 184 from Hiko. 180 from Canadian. Ooh, you guys are in a tight window there. Let's see what we've got. 190 from Swag. Oh, playing it dangerous. Total is, oh, we're all way off. 273. Not bad at all. What are our big winners here? We've got obviously like, this is why I love the Shemaya. They're small, they're common, and they're worth like 10 silver for nothing. Biggest fish was so this is the big difference if you compare it to like Volkov, where you get like 3 Atlantic salmon is like each of those are 30, 40 silver. Everything else is worth less than 1. Here, everything is worth like 5 or 6 silver each, which is phenomenal. That's why this place has definitely become my favorite body of water. In addition to just being a wide range of species and stuff like that, but nice little profit there. Did lose 12 silver to a hook that was lost, but we'll replace that. All right, so I want to go and check. I know the ultralights over there at the specialty top were 3.2 silver, or 3.2 kilo. So let's see. Telescopics. What is in that range for ultralights here? 3.5. Okay, so these are a little bit, but these are fast action, stiffness 6, sensitivity is not really a matter, but stiffness does matter. So 6 and fast, that's 1340. So one slightly below that. No, not really. Okay, so that's the closest competition there is the Onega crystal pole, which probably has a good pattern on it as well. Those Onegas, they tend to have neat poles. Can't quite... Is there a way to pan? Doesn't seem like it. I can't quite tell. It looks like it's probably got some sort of engraving like the casting pole that's Onega that I've got, but if we compare this, let's compare the 5 meter one. So 1300 silver, 3.5... or no, 6 kilo capacity actually on that. Okay, this is a light rod, not an ultralight. We need this one. So 5 meter is 1340 silver, 3.5 kilo capacity, fast action, 6 stiffness. So let's go compare that to the specialty pole here. Because I am definitely interested to see if it's something I want to pick up later on. I didn't check the star rating, so I'll go back and look at the star rating as well and compare those. So, spot here. The ultralight here, 5 meter is 898, so 3.8. It's a little bit less capacity, less stiffness, but is medium action instead of fast, which I'm curious how big of a difference that would make on a telescopic, but it is about 400 silver cheaper, and it's a 4-star rating. Nice. And you know, Hiko, if you've got the ingredients, you might as well go for it. If you still got some happy hour, might as well just knock it all out and be done with it. It's something I still got to do as well, both for bait harvesting and ground bait. But yeah, so this seems, I don't know. Like the price point, I don't know, that 0.4 makes a big difference. Ooh, a 1.4 kilo golden tinge, very nice. Because 0.4 kilo that's a big difference for this small of a setup. Oof. I don't know if it's worth it or not. I think I'd rather just pay the extra 400 silver. The only difference is maybe if that medium action, but I feel like with a telescopic you would want a fast action instead. So I don't know, probably not worth it. But let's take a look at these floats here that look pretty cool. Leader float. What kind of rig uses these? Is this a regular float? So yeah, it's a regular. This is for match, and this is for bait fish. Okay. So we can get a glow-in-the-dark, neat little setup here. Not bad. I don't know if I want to get it yet though. I think we'll hold off on getting this, but I do want to pick up another one of these since I did lose the one I got. Size 16 right here. So it doesn't really say anything in the description that it would be anything special, but it is a special hook only sold here. And the first fish we got on one of these did snap the line. So I'm kind of hopeful that that's a sign that it's a more likely to target trophy fish here. Could just be a wild dream, but I'd like to believe. As I say in X-Files, I want to believe. I am kind of... Okay, you know what? We've been doing a lot of telescopic fishing here. I think we treat ourselves to... I'm not going to get the glow-in-the-dark one. I don't really telefish with these at night. Let's get a fancy new float. Put that sucker on this rod here. Now, I am kind of curious, how visible is this float in the water, though? It looks kind of thin. Here we can get a decent look at it. Kind of. Actually, cast a little bit out into the water. There we go. So, I don't know. I think we'll reserve it for special occasions because it's not the most visible. It's a little too thin for my liking. But it'll be a nice little thing. I mean, I don't mind picking it up. Fun little thing to get. But I am interested to see how this performs with future trials here. But with that said, I'm going to go and do my nightly bait scoop and we'll get things wrapped up. No red worms. Oh well. That said, we'll go ahead and wrap things up here now. Appreciate everyone coming out. Hope you all have some good fishing. Have a good finish up to your weekends and a good start to your week. And I will catch everybody next time. Take it easy, folks.